So now we're going to look at the Hotwell tank. You'll see we've got HMI on here, and there's a lot of values displayed. Just a word of caution before we get started: don't always assume that the readings on here are 100% correct all of the time. We need to physically check. So we've got boiler water level, for instance, there at 81%. I wouldn't believe that unless I'd actually been to the boiler, blown down the gauges and checked them for myself. Similarly with the Hotwell. So we're going to look at the Hotwell screen now. So on the Hotwell screen, we can see the Hotwell temperature is 48 degrees C and the Hotwell tank level 66%. However, we need to go and actually physically check that to make sure that's correct. So we're at the Hotwell. I'm looking at the level inside sight glass. I can see that it is about 66%, and looking at our temperature gauge on the side, that looks to be reading about 50 degrees C, so they're in the ballpark, they're where we'd expect them to be. That temperature is a little bit low. We'd be much happier if we were at about 80 to 85 degrees C. The idea being that the higher that temperature is, the less oxygen scavenger we end up using, the less the chance of oxygen getting into the boiler. What we can do as well is we can actually check the water quality inside the Hotwell, and what we'd be looking for is alkalinity between 8.5 and 9.5. Obviously we put in soft water in there, so we would expect no hardness to be in the Hotwell. However, there are other inputs into this tank. We've got potentially steam injection from the boiler, we've got condensate coming back, and if there's contamination in there, looking at the Hotwell water quality will give us an early indication that we may have problems with our system. So it's another piece of important equipment in our boiler house.